All right, Merry Christmas. Let's do a Christmas song in a minor key. This is a nice, simple one, especially for those of you who have stuck around through some of my triad videos, learning triads up and down the neck. So this one, as I said, is in a minor key, and we have the E minor. And then and a C, as you can see, and then the B7, and in a video shot not too long ago, we talked about how we get a B7 from the E minor scale, and actually we get the B7 by using a harmonic minor scale. Chords come from scales. Okay, so minor keys are fun. I want to take you through this gently so that you can play it on your own. Let's start with the E minor. I'm going to use this E minor, probably this one, and probably this one. I don't think it goes higher than that. Okay. And then C. Maybe this one. And then we have the B7, maybe this one. All right, let's start there. So we start with the E on top. We take the whole thing up an octave because it just gets too low down here. You could play it down there, but we're not going to play it down there. We're going to move it to the top where it sings a little bit more. Now with that, let's try that one more time. So we have E, and then C chord, and then G and B7, and the same deal again. And the melody is all diatonic. Okay, it's all diatonic, meaning we're in the key of E minor, and E minor is relative to the key of G major, and that's why we have an F sharp at the beginning of this, right? So the scale would be, and there are no accidentals. There are no sharps or flats. It's all diatonic in the E Aeolian mode or the E natural minor. Okay, in the next section here, we have an A minor, which we'll play it in 5th position. Okay, so just A minor. Sorry. And then G way up here. And the G with the A on top, which makes it a 9, which often happens when you're playing melody, and then E minor. And then the D. G. B7. We can do a little short B7. B7. So the trick with this style is that as long as you get a chord on the downbeat of each measure, pretty much, generally speaking, it'll make for a nice chord melody because you're filling out. You're not just playing only the melody notes, right? And depending on another guitar player to play the harmony, but you're or piano player or whatever the case is, but you're actually doing both. So we're just going to take one more pass through this. B7. Second section, A minor. And E. G. Sus. B7. Yeah, something like that. You can play with that, and of course you can introduce more complex chord sounds, but I'm choosing to keep this nice and simple so that it'll give you something to play, and at the same time it'll really get your triads firmed up and underneath your fingers. Another exercise that you can do throughout this is just add the related scale, right? Right. Where we just sort of noodle around, and put the scales, the related scales, underneath those chords. Okay, there's a lot you can get out of simple tunes like this, tons, and it leaves a lot of room for interpretation, a lot of room to learn and to hear how these chord progressions come together, right? So triadic practice on a really pretty minor diatonic melody. We all know the song, and that's another benefit with these Christmas songs is that you know what they sound like, and you'll be able to hear if you make a mistake or not. Okay, cool. Thanks, and Merry Christmas to you all. See ya.